Hi, welcome to another fitness episode. My name's Eddie, and this is
Rachel.
All right, so today we're going to do a booty blast, basically. So we're really going to focus on the glutes. Before we start, we like to set an intention, so you can pick whatever you like: love, compassion, abundance. And Rachel's intention today is
Discipline.
discipline. Perfect. Let's get started. So she's going to start off in tabletop position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. From here, we're going to bend the right knee. It's going to be a 30-second drill. Knee's going to tap down and then all the way up. Good. And what she's really going to focus on is squeezing her glutes at the top, keeping her rib cage closed. Notice the back of the neck is nice and long, foot is flexed, squeezing it out, lowering all the way down and all the way up. Good. Also notice that her hip is pointed downward. She's got about 5 seconds remaining. And time, leaving the legs straight up. She's going to pulse it out. So pulsing up to the top, like she's at the club. Foot is flexed. Good, 30-second drill here. Flexing the foot. Again, hip is pointing down, really focusing on contracting and squeezing that glute. Focuses downward. Back of the neck is long. Rib cage is closed and tight. 3, 2, and time. Going right into hamstring curl. So legs going to extend back and in. So it's almost like you're making a bicep, like flexing, right? So you can imagine squeezing the calf against the thigh. Foot staying flexed, full extension of the leg, another 30-second drill. But anytime you get fatigued, you get tired, you can always drop down to the forearms, continuing the same motion. And then once you're good to go, pick it back up. Good. Coming back into tabletop position and going into knee bent crossover 30-second drill. So knee comes to the outside of the knee and then straight back up. Good. Exhale, breathing, taking her time, making sure that she gets a nice contraction at the top. Blasting that booty. You starting to feel it yet? All right, so we got about 15 seconds remaining. Good. Fingers spread wide, all the way to the top. And time, going right to knee to tricep. So knee goes to the tricep and extends straight out. Flexing the foot, nice contraction in the leg. Good. Now on this one, you can make it a little more dynamic for the last like 15 seconds by starting to throw it. So you notice she has a dynamic, whoa, action to it. Fully flexing. And then if you get fatigued, you can just slow it back down. Yeah, really contract the side. Focus on squeezing side, squeezing glute at the top. Hip stays pointing down. And time, going right into rainbow. So what's going to happen is she's going to make an arc with the foot. Ball of the foot taps opposite side of the mat. Leg is straight. On this one, again, you want to focus on the hip staying pointed downward. Foot staying flexed. Another 30-second drill. Good. And she's contracting that quad. You're starting to feel it even more now, right? All right. And time, going into fire hydrant. This is my favorite one. So this is like if you go to the park and you have a dog and the dog's got to do his business. So she's going to drop down to her left forearm, fingertip the floor. Right leg's going to come up and lower down. Up and down. Keeping the foot flexed. Knees at a 90-degree angle. Opening up. Again, another 30-second drill here. And anytime she gets fatigued, she can just slow it down, right? Really bring the knee all the way down, all the way up. And time, going into fire hydrant leg extension. So you stay in the same position here. Leg's going to extend up, and then she's going to extend the leg out. Back down, knee up, extend it out, and bring it back down. Nice. Taking your time with the motion. Good. Really drawing the shoulder blades down the back of the neck staying long, focusing on her breath, nice controlled movement. And then from here, coming into child's pose, Bala. Hips to the heels, taking a little bit of a breather, and getting ready for the other side. So, starting off in tabletop position again. So we know the setup, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, left knee bends. Good, knee bent up and down, knee touches the mat, goes straight up and down. What was your intention? Discipline. So right now, focus on the intention that you set. Hers was discipline, so discipline of the body, discipline of her breath, right? Discipline over the mind, because she's probably getting a little bit fatigued by it right now, but she's focused on blasting that booty. Going up and down. She has about 10 seconds remaining. Good. Knee tap and up. You can also go to the ball of the foot on the back for a little bit more balance, or the top of the foot, depending on what you need. And time. Coming into knee bent pulse. So a 30-second drill here. She's pulsing up and down. Again, notice the hip is staying downward, shoulder staying down the back. Abs are contracted, Fingers spread wide. You can send energy into your thumb, middle and pinky finger. 30-second drill. And time. Extending the leg, hamstring curl. So full extension of the leg. And then again, if you can imagine like maybe like a tennis ball between her calf and her hamstring, she's really squeezing that in. Nice. This is a great drill to do anytime you want to really blast the butt, right? Or focus on the glutes, or even a good warm-up. And time, going into knee bent crossover. So opposite to the knee, she goes straight up. 30-second drill here. And this is one of Rachel's favorite ones to do, right? This whole, yeah, because we really don't focus on the glutes a lot. A lot of times we do, push-ups, we do abs, but this is really going to zero in on that, this area. And 30-second drill here, and time, bringing knee to tricep. So knee comes to the tricep, extends straight back. Start off nice and slow, really contracting the side. Good, energy into the thumb and index finger. And if you want to make it more dynamic, you start blasting them out, one after another, boom, and boom. She's got a little hairography happening here. Nice. And then again, you get fatigued, just slow it back down. Last one, leg fully extended, coming into rainbow. So ball the foot taps. This one I recommend going nice and slow, right? Because you really want to focus on making that arc in the back, creating a rainbow, keeping the leg engaged, tapping the ball the foot to the mat. Good, squeezing the glute as you do, back and forth. And time, coming right into fire hydrant. So, dropping down to the right forearm, fingertipping the floor with the left hand, and then legs gonna extend up and lower back down. 30-second drill here. Focus on contracting the glute, keeping the abs tight. What else, Rach? The breath. Making sure you control your breath. Matching breath to movement, exhaling through the effort. Good, up and down. This ends up being about a 10-minute workout. So it's perfect for maybe a recovery day or maybe a day after an intense upper body session. And time, coming into fire hydrant leg extension. So legs gonna come up and extend to the side. Good, taking your time, bring it up, extending it. Another 30-second drill here. It's like you're kicking the camera. Good, lowering down and up. About 15 seconds remaining. Nice. Again, taking your time with the movement. No rush. Quality over quantity. Really connecting mind to body. Coming back to that intention. Hers was action, so hers was discipline. Coming into discipline. Action was the last one. And whatever your intention is, just come back to it. Start to shine some light on that. Slowing it down and coming into child's pose. All right. In honor of one of Rachel's favorite movies. So we're going to do basically a body roll, essentially. So she's going to go from child's pose into gliding up, up dog, and then pushing back into child's pose, articulating. So she's going to glide, inhale up, exhale, push back. Notice that she's gliding the chest across the mat. She's looking up on the final one, and then sitting back in the child's pose, taking a break for a second, bringing her hands back towards the thighs, coming right into hip thrust, just to really seal the deal with this booty blast. Exhaling up, getting tight at the top. Good, notice that she's contracting when she goes to the top, relaxing back all the way down. You can do this for about 30 seconds. She can add a little bit of a quicker pace to it if she wants a little more intense. Again, if you get fatigued, slow it back down. Use the breath. Good. And time. Coming into downward dog. So cool down pose. And we went over this in the last episode, but basically keeping it very simple. Hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. She's looking towards her kneecaps, navel towards the spine, shoulder blades down the back. Start to slow your breathing down, pressing into the thumb and index finger. And then from here, she's going to step her right leg forward, coming into a crescent lunge variation. So dropping the back knee, hands come to the thighs. You can keep it here. If you want a little bit more intensity, you can activate the back leg, coming to the top of the foot here. And then from here, both arms can reach up as an option, shoulder blades down the back. Breath is starting to slow down, bringing the hands back to the thigh, dropping the back knee, stepping back into downward dog. Pedaling knees left and right. Bring the left leg through. Good, dropping the back knee, hands come to the thighs. Posture is very important here, so you don't want to sacrifice your posture for more depth. So shoulder blades are down, chin is level, spine is tall. Making it active, holding it here, about 20 seconds, knee over the ankle. Hands can go behind the head. And dropping back down, stepping back. And downward dog. Beautiful. Coming back into tabletop position, and that's the end of our drill. So, if you notice that whole program, there's a lot of 90-degree angles happening, so 90 degrees are basically power angles. And her intention was discipline. You feel like you accomplished that? Yeah. Good. Stay tuned for the next episode. Before we close out, again, we like to honor the space you created, so hands come to heart center. Take up the space, inhale up. Exhale all the way down, drop your chin, close your eyes. Just honor the work you did, shine some more light on that intention, and we'll see you for our next episode, which I think is going to be a bodyweight drill. And signing off, Eddie and... Rachel.